Now at 9, you may have seen some unfamiliar bins on the streets. How Muncie is rolling out their new recycling plan. Dueling up, Ball State looks to ramp up its dual credit offerings in local high schools. The Speaker of the House has been ousted. What this means for Congress moving forward. The sound heard around the country, how the National Emergency Alert Test went today.
Today could have been the last day we see 80-degree temperatures for this year as a cold front moves into our area. I'll have the timing on that in your full forecast.
Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Olivia Sloniker. And I'm Sophie Schick. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Muncie has a new way of collecting recycling. NewsLink Indiana's Tara Konieczny has more.
Residents in Muncie will start seeing these blue cans roll out all over town. The Muncie Sanitary District is moving away from the blue recycling bags into blue recycling cans. Residents say they couldn't be happier for the change.
The moment I heard that we were getting toters, I'm like, yes!
Excitement, a way of recycling that is old to some, but new to Muncie.
Exciting now to be able to just put everything in the blue toter and then bring it downstairs and dump it right into there. It's so much easier, it's cleaner.
The city of Muncie used the blue bag method of recycling for over 20 years. Residents would get coupons for blue bags to which they would put the recyclables into the bag into the regular trash can for the Muncie Sanitary District to sort out later. Now, every piece of eligible recyclables gets thrown into the blue toter bagless.
Saving a lot of money from not using those blue plastic bags. Those blue plastic bags weren't recyclable through that process. And obviously plastic bags are not good for the environment.
More than 7,000 households in the city signed up for the new residential recycling program so far, and Muncie Sanitary District is working to roll out more.
An awesome job. They've really taken on this challenge and this task, and they're so passionate about it because the material coming in has been really great to watch and see.
The Recyclor is the new mascot for this initiative. You can find Recyclor made out of the blue toters on the side of the new recycling trucks, and he was made for a very specific group.
So many young kids sit and look out the window when our trucks come by. They love it.
As the new program works out issues such as the trucks not fitting down alleyways to pick up the new toters, more announcements on that and education on what can go into the bins will be sent out to participants. Muncie Sanitary District also hopes to partner with Ball State in the future.
Whatever way we can work together and help Ball State collect recyclables and also prevent contamination, we're here for, and we will continue to work with them and partner.
To sign up to participate in the recycling pledge, you can go online at munciesanitarydistrict.org. In Muncie, Tara Konieczny, NewsLink, Indiana.
For most people, pickup for recycling will be the same day you take your trash toters to the curb. Some high school students will soon have the option to take more dual credit classes. Ball State University is offering the 30-credit Indiana College Core curriculum to Hoosier High School students starting this fall. According to a press release from the university, these dual credit courses can be taken as a part of the student's high school schedule and later applied toward a Ball State bachelor's program, which would accelerate progress toward a BSU bachelor's degree or transferred to a regionally accredited college or university. Educators who teach dual credit classes on-site are approved as Ball State adjunct faculty. Dual credit online courses are taught by Ball State professors. To learn more, you can visit the Ball State Dual Credit Program website. Now today was a beautiful day for weather. I was having so much fun at marching band practice with the breeze. It was nice and warm, but I hear that we've got some chilly weather on the way. Absolutely, but honestly, I'm excited for it. I've been missing these October fall temperatures. Absolutely, me too. I'm looking forward to some pumpkin spice lattes, some jeans, some sweaters, whatever we need to sort of bring on the fall festivities. Absolutely. So let's take it to Jack for our first weather.
And I'll tell you what, this weekend is going to be perfect to do all those activities. But right now around the area, we're pretty mild. 68 degrees here in Muncie, 75 degrees in Indianapolis, and again, 75 degrees down in Terre Haute. So we're pretty mild right now. We do have some big changes on the way. We do have a cold front that is eyeing our area up in a little bit. Next 12 hours, we will be staying usually in the high 60s. And what we're tracking for the rest of the show tonight, we are tracking a cloudy evening, rainy Thursday, and fall will be officially here with the temperatures. I'll have all that and more in my full forecast.
Thank you, Jack. The U.S. House of Representatives is in uncharted territory, and work can't get done until a new speaker is elected. Now, what does this mean for Americans beyond Capitol Hill? Karen Kaifa is in Washington with the latest.
8 House Republicans standing by their votes to remove Kevin McCarthy as House Speaker and grind congressional business to a halt.
There's a lot of angry people, but I would submit to you, when we get a new leadership in, we're going to be just fine.
The current interim speaker can perform limited functions like recess, adjournment, and preside over the vote for a new permanent speaker, but legislation cannot move.
You can't actually legislate on the House floor right now, so this effectively has frozen the country.
With a new deadline to fund the federal government a little more than 6 weeks away, even some Senate Republicans are concerned about the lower chamber.
To my colleagues in the House, follow your heart, but take your brain with you.
A vote on a new speaker is at least 1 week away, and some House Republicans don't want to see it drawn out.
Having our House adjourned when we should be putting appropriation bills on the floor and getting this country back up and running doesn't help anyone.
A long fight could also unsettle Wall Street. Last week, Moody's warned a government shutdown could prompt it to downgrade U.S. debt, a move that could dent the entire U.S. economy. With a shutdown threat averted last weekend, another looms on November 17th. Democrats watching closely.
A lot of work to be done. We need to move quickly and get this resolved from the chaos in the Republican caucus.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
People who had their tax information leaked allegedly by an ex-IRS contractor may soon have a website to go to for case updates. In a court filing, prosecutors call it impractical to try to notify the thousands of victims. That's why a webpage that would appear on the Justice Department's website is being proposed. Charles Littlejohn is charged with stealing IRS data from thousands of the country's wealthiest people, including former President Donald Trump. While prosecutors have notified that smaller group of victims, many more haven't yet been reached. Federal law requires identified crime victims to be notified. Alleged taxpayer victims would be able to access information including hearing schedules and documents with their case. Opening statements in the trial of FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried were underway today in a Manhattan courtroom. Bankman-Fried is charged with multiple counts of fraud and conspiracy following the implosion of his crypto trading platform, FTX. The assistant U.S. attorney argued to the jury that Bankman-Fried used FTX as his personal piggy bank and stole billions of dollars worth of customer funds. But Bankman-Fried's defense attorney argued that he did not defraud anyone and has chosen to plead not guilty. The trial is expected to last several weeks and, if convicted, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. Today was the day for the U.S. government's big emergency alert drill, which sent a test message to every TV, radio, and cell phone in the nation. Starting around 2:20 p.m., the federal government began conducting a nationwide test of its emergency alert system and wireless emergency alerts. The EAS portion of the test sent an emergency alert to all radios and televisions, while the WEA portion of the drill sent an alert to all consumer cell phones. The test was being conducted by FEMA in coordination with the FCC. Its purpose was to ensure that the systems in place continue to be an effective means of warning the public about emergencies at a national level. The Powerball jackpot now stands at over $1 billion. It comes after there was no winner in Monday night's drawing. The winning Powerball numbers in Monday's drawing were 12, 26, 27, 43, 47, with a Powerball of 5. The estimated grand prize for the jackpot is $1.2 billion. Now that is the largest Powerball jackpot this year. The next drawing is tonight at 10:59 p.m. Coming up, a candle shop blazing its own path in the community. And an update in a lawsuit against 2 fast food giants next.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Small business Blessed Wicks has recently moved locations from their original starting place.
NewsLink Indiana's Amelia Winter checks out the new storefront and provides more about their progress.
There are a variety of candle shops around town. However, Blessed Wicks stands out in the candle business. The business was created during the pandemic and in Chris Anderson's home.
So, before the shop, I worked in my garage.
Blessed Wicks was founded out of 2 core values: quality and safety.
Wicks when it was in the beginning of the pandemic and I couldn't go out to a candle store to find new candles, and so I started my research into candle making, and I found out the different dangers of mass manufactured candles.
Throughout time, Blessed Wicks has gone through challenges with their candle materials.
The thing that I faced with that is tempering the wax and keeping it at a good temperature. So if you let wax cool down too fast, it can freeze, it can separate from the jar.
With an open storefront, Blessed Wicks offers a variety of products while giving back to the community.
We're currently running one right now. We have our candle bars so people can come in and make their orders. We have over 200 different scents for our custom orders, and yeah.
Blessed Wicks just hit their 6-month anniversary in transforming the business from their garage into their very own store. To find out more information, check out blessedwicks.com. In Muncie, Amelia Winter, NewsLink, Indiana.
Google is betting big on artificial intelligence with its new mobile phones. The company's Pixel 8 smartphone line comes with AI built in. Google also built photo and video editing tools that let AI do things like take a series of photos and then combine them into one where everyone looks their best. Outside that, the actual hardware isn't radically different from previous generation of Pixel phones. The baseline model will retain for $100 less than the cheapest iPhone 14 at $700. Everyone understands the Big Mac you see on TV isn't the one you're likely to get at your local McDonald's. That's what a federal judge essentially said when he dismissed a lawsuit against McDonald's and Wendy's. Lawyers accused the chains of misleading the public by using undercooked patties before they're fully cooked and shrink in advertisements. They argued customers end up getting food less valuable than what was promised. District Judge Hector Gonzalez disagreed. He said all companies use visually appealing images to build positive associations with their products. There have been several similar cases brought recently by a small group of lawyers.
And temperatures are pretty mild right now, but come tomorrow, temperatures and rain will fall. I'll have the details after the break.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, love you always.
Everything I do.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I'm an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
In the society that we were brought up in, it's very hard on little black boys. You have to navigate feelings and emotions so the world don't get you.
Sometimes when I cry, I won't know how I'm feeling or why I'm crying.
I just grew up never feeling like it was okay to cry.
Yeah.
And so he really forced me to have to reconnect with the kid that didn't get to cry.
That's beautiful.
We don't cry, we gon' take our piece of the
Welcome back. I'm weather forecaster Jack Van Meter. Taking a step outside of the studio right now, we do have a current temperature of 68 degrees with that light wind only at 3 miles an hour. Now that's something I personally felt a lot during the day today walking to class. There's a couple gusts that did catch me off guard, but that is all just a precursor to the cold front that is slowly making its way towards our area. Looking at some temperatures around the area right now, 68 again in Muncie, 70 degrees in Fort Wayne. Indianapolis is at 75 and 72 down in Bloomington. So pretty mild all around the map right now. Probably the last time we're going to be seeing high 70s and 80s for a good while. And to kind of put this all into perspective, today's high we hit right around 3 o'clock was 86 degrees. Where we should be for this time of year is actually 72 degrees. So we're a lot warmer than we really should be. And we were pretty close too to that record today, only a degree off from 1967. And we did the same thing yesterday. We were only 1 degree shy of that high temperature. So we can see that the trend has just been very, very hot recently. So that's why this cold front that's going to be coming through is going to pack such a punch. But looking at our radar right now, we can see, just cloud cover starting to move into the area of Muncie. We can see just some of these showers, but they will be dissipating before they make their way to us here in Muncie. So for your forecast for tonight, we will have a low of 65 degrees, mostly cloudy and breezy. Again, look, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. So if you are headed out tonight, make sure that does not catch you off guard. Kind of timing out tomorrow a little bit when this cold front will be moving in. 64 degrees at 8 in the morning, warming up to 71 degrees at noon. That's going to be around our high. Our high tomorrow is going to be around 74 degrees, 68 degrees by 5 p.m. So as we can see, we're already taking a dive towards those colder temperatures. But looking at the rain, we can see that as we can stop it here at 2 p.m., that it's going to probably be our heaviest around the area. These oranges and yellows will be heaviest rain. Also, we can't roll out maybe a spare rumble of thunder or two. Nothing too severe, just some heavy rainfall for most of tomorrow. And as we continue this onwards, we can see it's starting to try and get out around 7, 8 o'clock. Then we're going to be dealing with these spotty showers for the rest of tomorrow evening and into Friday as well. Again, just moving out of the way, just dealing with the spotty showers. For most of Friday morning, we can expect those showers as well. Looking at our mid 7-day forecast, so these are the numbers that scare me. 56, 57, 37 degrees as a low on Monday. Quite cool. Fall will technically be, I actually think fall's already here, but all these colder temperatures really just usher in, and it's going to be like, I can finally put away my shorts for the year,
Absolutely. Yeah, we were talking earlier, the jeans, the sweaters, the scarves, the jackets. I am beyond excited for those. Absolutely. That and a nice hot cup of coffee too.
Oh, you really can't beat that, honestly. Like there's nothing better. I am so sick and tired of walking to the studio in my suit, right? And just being all sweaty by the time I get here. It's not glamorous, but that's the truth, people, and it needs to stop whenever it can,
with
honestly.
With the new clothes, with the jeans, the sweaters, I am more than happy to know about the fall sports we've got coming up. Jace, what have you got for us?
Well, fall sports are in full swing with one winter sport has their season's journey mapped out, and one pro player is set to return to the gridiron. All this and more next in sports.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If I could be you, and you could be me,
for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Jace Miller with sports. Colts running back Jonathan Taylor is set to return to the practice today. The All-Pro is now eligible to return after being on the physically unable to perform list as of Monday. Taylor resumed practicing today and could play as soon as Sunday against the Tennessee Titans. December 17th was the last time Taylor was in action after re-injuring his right ankle and placed on injured reserve. After a dramatic offseason, Taylor had a meeting with owner Jim Irsay where he requested a trade due to unhappiness with his contract. Taylor can be evaluated by the Colts for up to 21 days before he is required to be activated to the 53-man roster. Bouncing on over to the courts, the Ball State Tennis Club is serving up smiles to all their members. The club includes all students who have a competitive passion for tennis, competing against each other in practice to prepare for competitions against other universities. The club has played at various universities over the years, such as Purdue, Xavier, and the University of Michigan, and many more. Club President Bella Watts loves the competition, whether it's against other members or other schools.
One of the best things about getting to be on the Ball State Club tennis team is competing with each other. We travel to 2 tournaments a year and get to play competitive matches against other schools, as well as we play matches at practice. Another more specific goal I had was to host a tournament at Ball State this year, which we are doing on October 15th, so I'm very excited about that.
The club practices every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Cardinals Creek Tennis Courts in preparation for their tournament at Ball State on October 15th. And they encourage anybody with a passion for tennis to come out. Swinging onto the green, Ball State men's golf flew over to Madison, Wisconsin for the Badger Invitational. In their 3rd tournament of the year, the Cards come in with high hopes following their first-place win at the Earl Yestingmeyer Invitational. Junior Cash Belair kept the heat on, ending in a tie for 4th place with a team low of 5 under par. The squad finishes in 11th out of 18 with a total score of 5 over par. Ball State is set to prepare for the Purdue Fall Invite Monday, October 9th. Diving into the pool, Ball State men's and women's swim schedule has been announced. The men's squad is set to open their season at the University of Illinois Chicago on October 14th, followed up by both squads participating in the Indiana Intercollegiates hosted by Purdue University on the 21st. The Lady Cards will partake in 9 meets before the MAC tournament, with the men competing in 8. Both squads look forward to their senior night hosting IUPUI on November 4th. The MAC tournament is set to start February 28th for the women and March 6th for the men. Kicking it over to the field, Ball State Soccer keeps the action going, hosting Kent State this Thursday at Briner Sports Complex. Currently undefeated at home, the Cardinals look to keep their undefeated streak alive against the Golden Flashes and progress to 3-0-2 in the MAC following this game. The Cards are set to be back on the road this Sunday against Buffalo, and let me just tell you, this soccer team has been playing bananas at home.
I've heard they're completely undefeated. That sounds amazing. I mean, I haven't been able to get to a match this year, but I've heard nothing but good things.
Right. And as a kid, I used to actually really love soccer, so it's really exciting for me to come to college and see that we have a really great team ahead of us.
As someone like myself who hasn't watched soccer as much, I mean, my brother plays soccer, but it is one entertaining sport to watch, even if you don't really know what's going on.
Yes, and they're so aggressive sometimes. The way they just like swing in and like kick people out from under their feet, it's so scary. Thank you, Jace. Coming up, monkey business in Indianapolis. Plus, we've got your anchor picks. And we'll have a final look at your weather.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
Regardless of where you are on your path to retirement, you can still take charge of your financial future today. Visit aceyourretirement.org and answer a few questions from Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach, for free tips, resources, and advice customized for your situation to help you feel confident and prepared for retirement. Retirement looks different for everyone. Make sure you're prepared for your financial future at aceyourretirement.org.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There is a little bit of monkey business here tonight, and we're not kidding. A monkey is currently on the loose on the east side of Indianapolis. Now, according to IMPD, 2 officers were sent to a home around 7 p.m. tonight on Iron Ridge Court with reports of a monkey that had escaped from a home. IMPD says there have been a few minor injuries, but no bites have been confirmed. Animal Control is currently on the case. Me personally, I think the monkey is out to go see Taylor Swift in the movie theater. The Taylor Swift effect is everywhere, with Swifties packing concerts, football games, and now movie theaters. The film Taylor Swift The Eras Tour isn't even out yet, but according to Cinemark, it is already setting domestic presale records. I guess you could say it's really shaking it off. AMC also says the movie shattered records. It made $26 million on the first day of presales, August 31st. The Taylor Swift The Eras Tour movie opens October 13th and is projected to earn between $100 and $125 million on opening weekend. Now, I think that monkey is headed out to send a letter or two with the new stamps the U.S. Postal Service has just published. They just sent out a new stamp honoring an American icon, the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Now, the Postal Service officially released the Forever stamp on Monday, which shows Ginsburg wearing her black judicial robe and famous white beaded collar. It was Ginsburg's signature look while serving on the High Court. Her granddaughter says Ginsburg would have been thrilled by the Postal Service's honor, but this doesn't make her the first justice to be put on a stamp. The Postal Service has honored more than a dozen justices in the past. Now, whatever that monkey is up to, I know that he is having a blast. I hope that Animal Control does get a hold of him, gets him back to his home. Absolutely. I hope he doesn't get caught in tomorrow's rain either. So let's have one final look at our weather.
I was about to say, we all think of what the monkey is going to be doing. I personally think the monkey is going to try and be out and enjoy this last bit of nice weather we have right now. I mean, looking into this weekend, we're actually going to be dipping into the 50s. We do have temperatures going farther down. There we go. There's our 7-day. Into the 50s, going down into the 40s even for low. So he's probably getting out and trying to enjoy the nice weather while he can.
And I think anybody that had a good day, it was probably the monkey that had the best day. So thank you so much, Jack. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page. And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.